My family, the Antonovs, always boasted proud Russian heritage. My father always told me the stories of his grandfather, Maxim Antonov, who migrated to the United States with his family. However, we knew very little past Maxim with all of these new DNA genealogy tests. I thought it would be fun to surprise my parents by getting a better picture as to our ancestry. I secretly purchased a test kit and sent in my sample. Some 6 weeks later, my heart jumped when I saw the notification that my results were ready to view. I eagerly opened the chart, hoping this would bring insight and clarity for my family. When I opened the results, however, I found only confusion. There wasn't any Russian listed at all. I showed 62% Scottish, 11% Welsh, 10% German, 8% Italian, 5% Arabic, and 4% Indigenous American. I figured if there was one person who might be able to explain this one, it would be my father. My father was rarely a person to be quick to anger, but when I showed him the results, he lost his damn mind. He yelled at me worse than any other time in recent memory, shouting expletives about fraudulence and incompetence. He demanded that I delete the results and never speak of it again. I had never felt so let down, but alas, I deleted it and tried to forget. However, as this morning, I received the call that would change everything.
Is this Max Antonov?
Yeah, who's this?
This is Detective Reynolds. I need to have a word with you, privately.
I was concerned, but my parents weren't home, so I hopped on my bike and pedaled to the station. The officers were very kind, too kind. I could tell something was off.
We need to talk to you about your DNA test. Your profile matches a murder victim in a cold case. I really don't know how to explain this to you, but that victim could be your mother.
That's not possible. My mother is alive and well.
Max, the victim was found murdered and her 3-week-old baby was missing and never found. The crime happened on January 6, 2003, your birthday. Look, I know this is a lot, but we'd like to take your fingerprints so we can compare them to the fingerprints on the birth certificate of the missing baby.
All I could do was nod. Hours passed as I waited for results. They said they were rushing, but it felt like days. Finally, Reynolds came into the room. He put his hand on my shoulder and gave me a pitiful look.
Son, I'm sorry to say it's a match.